Good evening, everyone. I would like to call to order the 69th meeting of the 13th Town Council of the Town of Happy Valley Goose Bay. The purpose of our special meeting this evening is for 3 items, and I'll now ask for a motion to adopt the agenda that we have before us. May I have a motion?
I'd like to move to adopt or amend the agenda, add one item, please. Add approval of check, item 1A.
Thank you, Councillor Broomfield. Moved by Councillor Broomfield to add an item to our agenda, 1A, approval of check. Seconded by?
I'll second it.
Second, Councillor Compton-Hobbs. Discussion. With there being no discussion, all those in favor, please indicate with aye.
Aye.
Unanimous. We have our agenda set. And we have our addition to the agenda. Now we will have a motion, looking for a motion to adopt the agenda.
So moved.
Councillor Pomeroy, seconder. Councillor Broomfield. Discussion? All good with there being no discussion. All those in favor, please indicate with aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. We have our agenda set. I'll now turn the floor over to the Chair of the Finance Committee, Councillor Broomfield.
Thank you, Your Worship. Be it resolved that the Town FAP Committee recommends Town Council approve releasing check for a total of $441,312.50.
Thank you, Councillor Broomfield, to approve a check in addition of $441,312.50. May I have a seconder? Seconded by Councillor Rumbold. Discussion. Councillor Broomfield.
Okay, just to let people know what this check is for our bus we just received there last month. And this is cost shared, and the bulk of this is coming from the federal government. So this is why we're releasing this check today in the special one in this meeting. So we received the funds from the federal government yesterday, so we're releasing it today.
Councillor Compton-Hobbs.
Just to clarify, the contribution from the federal government towards this bus, so the public out there knows the correct amount, is $672,000 in total.
Yes, but we received portions of not the full amount yet.
We receive it in phases, yes.
Yeah.
So just to clarify, Councillor Broomfield, what we're approving today is a check for the vehicle only, the bus, at $441,312.50.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Not the chargers, that comes in the batteries, that's additional.
Okay, good stuff. Alrighty, we'll put it to a vote. All those in favor indicate with aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Check's approved. I'll now turn the floor back over to you, sir, the Chair of the Finance Committee, Councillor Broomfield. The floor is yours for the budget speech.
Okay, thank you, Your Worship. Okay. Thank you to the town staff who helped in the preparation of this budget. As the Chair of the Finance, Administration, and Policy Committee, it is my duty to present the Town of Happy Valley Goose Bay's 2025 municipal budget. We are a diverse and growing community which creates opportunities and challenges. We provide both essential services such as transportation, water and sewer, fire protection, and this is enhanced by recreational facilities provided. To support public transportation, we are allocating funding to operate an electric bus this year. Under the federal government's Rural Transportation Solutions Fund program, they provided $672,000 for this project. The provincial government contributed $100,000. Newfoundland Labrador Hydro is contributing $25,000, and the town will be paying $43,000 towards this environmentally friendly electric bus. Our water and sewer infrastructure are the lifeline of our community. Clean water is not a luxury, it is a fundamental right. We have to ensure our water and sewer systems are maintained and meet all regulatory requirements. This requires continuous upgrades to be done, and this year we are continuing some capital works from last year's budget and doing additional projects for both of these systems. This year we have 2 projects on our water and sewer department that are carried over from the previous year, plus amendments. They are the D42 pump house upgrades and the lift station upgrades, sewer lift station upgrades. On our roads and transport department, we are undertaking Loring Drive Road Reconstruction Project, upgrading the lights at Hamilton River Road and Loring Drive intersection, and road reconstruction for Grenfell Street. We also plan to upgrade the bike trail between the existing gateways on Hamilton River Road. There has been significant riverbank erosion on the lower part of Hamilton River Road behind Traverse Sprint and Riverview Streets. To address this, we had a report prepared that recommends stabilizing 450 meters of the riverbank. We plan on doing this over 3 phases, commencing with the first 150 meters in 2025. As required under the Newfoundland Labrador Municipalities Act, we have to produce a balanced budget, which is set at $19,047,767.11. And this consists of an operating budget of $15,765,490.66, which provides the daily services residents receive, and a capital budget of $3,282,276.45, which is the town's share for the extraordinary items to help improve our upgrades and our essential services. These projects are approved and funded under the provincial government's multi-year capital works programs. The majority of projects are funded by 70% by the federal government or the provincial government, and 30% by the town of Happy Valley Goose Bay. The town is responsible for 40% of the cost of 2 projects and 50% of the Grenfell Street reconstruction. The town will be funding its share of these projects by using the Canada Community Building Fund program and reserve funds. However, we have to fund our operational costs, such as salary increases from our various sources. Our business tax rates have not increased since 2016. Therefore, we are increasing our business tax mill rate by 1 mil for all business classes, with the exception of farms and not-for-profits. Residential and commercial property tax and water and sewer service fees remain the same as 2024. Under this budget, the town will continue to provide a discount on property taxes and that are paid early. We are retaining our low-income relief program for households qualifying for the tax relief thresholds. And thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Broomfield. The budget's made up of 14 resolutions, of which will be distributed and shared amongst the councillors here with us this evening, and to present. I'll turn the floor back to you,
Yes.
Councillor.
Okay, thank you. So I provide the first resolution, which is the 2025 municipal budget. Be it resolved that the town council of the town of Happy Valley Goose Bay adopt the 2025 municipal budget with total revenues of $19,047,767.11 and the total expenditures of $19,047,767.11 as presented.
Thank you. Councillor Broomfield has moved that we balance the budget at $19,047,767.11. May I have a seconder? Councillor Rumble, any discussion? No? I'll have a brief one. We have 3,150 houses here in town, and 600 businesses, and 3,400 water and sewer services. This is what make up the revenue of our town, of course, and what we're working towards, and the budget's got to reflect just that. So in this budget, there's a slight increase, as Councillor Broomfield has mentioned, of the business tax of 1 mil rate. But there have been many hours of that, not only council, but countless hours of staff in preparation of this year's budget, with much thanks going to DFO Mike Dalmont, CO Nadine McCauley, department heads, senior staff, directors making this happen, so thank you very much. We'll now move to, any,
Vote.
no further discussion on that, we'll move to a vote. And all those in favor of passing the 2025 municipal budget as presented, please indicate with aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, unanimous, the budget is passed. We'll now move over to Councillor Winters, to the first municipal tax and rates and fees, being property tax.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. 2025 municipal tax rates and fees. Property tax. Be it resolved that the county council adopt one uniform property residential mill rate of 7.75 mils, property tax commercial rate of 12 mils, and a minimum non-vacant property tax rate of $50 as set out in the policy titled Taxes and Fees, policy number F0001 for 2025.
It's being moved by Councillor Winters that we move to accept one uniform property tax residential mill rate of 7.75 mils, property tax commercial rate of 12 mils, and minimum non-vacant property tax rate of $50 as set out in the policy. Title Taxes and Fees of F001, my apologies. May I have a seconder?
I'll second.
Councillor Compton Hobbs. Any discussion?
I would think the residents are gonna be happy that, there's no increase in the property tax.
Absolutely. And I guess, may I add that the business tax, oh, we're not there yet, I'll leave that. Everything okay there? Should we pause to amend any of these?
Call for a vote.
Are we ready to vote on this one now?
We are, yeah.
Okay. All right, we'll go ahead. I'm looking for, with all the discussion, we'll go to a vote. All those in favor, please indicate with aye.
Aye.
Aye. Ayes have it. Unanimous. All right, back to you, Councillor Winters.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Be it resolved that the town council adopt a minimum vacant commercial property tax of $3,750 as set out in the policy entitled Taxes and Fees, policy number F0001 for 2025.
It's being moved by Councillor Winters that we move to accept F0001 for 2025, the property tax of $3,750 set out in the policy titled Taxes and Fees. May I have a seconder? Councillor Rumble? And any discussion on that? With there being no discussion, we'll go to a vote. All those in favor indicate with aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, unanimous. Moving to Councillor Compton Hobbs, if you could present the water sewers fees.
Water and sewer fees. Be it resolved that the town council adopt a sewer tax fee of $327 per year and a water tax fee of $256 per year as set out in the policy titled Taxes and Fees, policy number F0001, and water and sewer fees, policy number F0008 for 2025.
Thank you. It's been moved that Councillor Compton Hobbs moved to adopt a sewer tax fee of $327 per year and a water tax fee of $256 per year, as set out in the policy, Taxes and Fees, policy F0001, water and sewer fees, and policy number F0008 for 2025. May I have a seconder? Councillor Broomfield, discussion. With there being no discussion, all those in favor indicate with aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, unanimous. All right, Councillor Compton Hobbs, a second.
Be it resolved that the town council adopt the water meter fee of $3.85 per 1,000 gallons of water consumed and a sewer meter tax fee at $2.25 per 1,000 gallons of water consumed for clients using water meters as set out in the policy titled Taxes and Fees, policy number F0001, and water and sewer fees, policy number F0008 for 2025.
It's been moved by Councillor Compton Hobbs that we move to accept the water meter fee of $3.85 of water consumed and sewer meter fee of $2.25 consumed for clients using water meters and taxes and fees, both policy numbers F0001 and water and sewer fees, policy number F0008 for 2025. May I have a seconder? Councillor Pomeroy, discussion. With no discussion, we'll go to a vote. All those in favor, please indicate with aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, unanimous. Councillor Pomeroy, the business tax.
Yes, thank you, Deputy Mayor. Business tax, be it resolved that the Town Council adopt the business tax rates as set out in the policy titled Taxes and Fees, policy number F0001, 2025.
Thank you. It's been moved by Councillor Pomeroy that we move to accept F0001 business tax rates as set out in the policy titled Taxes and Fees for 2025. May I have a seconder?
I'll say.
Councillor Rumble? Discussion.
Just to note that this is the first increase that there has been in business taxes since 2016.
Yeah, duly noted,
So
Councillor
there's been
Pomeroy.
a lot of things have changed in the last 8 years, and the cost of everything has gone up, so it's a slight increase, and, unfortunately, we have no choice, to increase the rates slightly.
Any further discussion on this one? With there being none, we'll go to a vote. All those in favor, please indicate with aye.
Aye.
Aye. Unanimous. Moving on, we have the town fees for services and equipment rental. Councillor Rumble, over to you.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Be it resolved that the Town Council adopt the arena fees set out in the policy titled Arena Fees, policy number F0002 for 2025.
It's being moved by Councillor Rumble that we move to accept the policy F0002 for 2025 arena fees. Have a seconder?
I'll second that.
Councillor Compton Hobbs. Any discussion? With there being no discussion, all those in favor, please indicate with aye.
Aye.
Unanimous. Councillor Rumble?
Be it resolved that the Town Council adopt the ball field rental fees set out in the policy titled Ball Field Rental Fees, policy number F0003 for 2025.
It's been moved by Councillor Rumble that we move to accept policy F0003 for 2025, ball field rental fees. May I have a seconder, please?
I'll second that.
Councillor Compton Hobbs. Any discussion? With there being no discussion, all those in favor, please vote and indicate with aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, unanimous. All right. Councillor Broomfield, if you would.
Thank you. Okay, miscellaneous rates and fees. Be it resolved that the Town Council adopt the miscellaneous rates and fees set out in the policy entitled Miscellaneous Rates and Fees, policy number F0005 for 2025.
Thank you. It's been moved by Councillor Broomfield that we move to accept policy F0005, miscellaneous rates and fees for 2025. May I have a seconder? Councillor Pomeroy? Any discussion? No discussion. We'll go to a vote. All those in favor, please indicate with aye.
Aye.
Unanimous. Next one, thanks.
Okay, be it resolved that the Town Council adopt the municipal rates, equipment rates set out in the policy titled Municipal Rates, Equipment Rates, policy number F0006 for 2025.
It's been moved by Councillor Broomfield that we move to accept policy F0006, municipal rates, equipment rates for 2025. May I have a seconder? Councillor Rumble? Any discussion? With there being no discussion, we'll go to a vote. All those in favor indicate with aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, unanimous. Next one, please.
Okay, be it resolved that the Town Council adopt the Animal Control Services rates set out in the policy titled Cost of Animal Control Services, policy number F0007 for 2025.
Thank you. Counselor Rumbold, excuse me, Counselor Broomfield has moved to accept policy F007 for 2025, the cost of animal control fees. May I have a seconder?
Second that one.
Counselor Rumbold. See, I knew that was coming.
That's it.
Any discussion? With there being no discussion, I'll look for a vote. All those in favor, please indicate with aye.
Aye.
Unanimous. Moving on from that one, next we have Counselor Winters, the property tax.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. Property tax, residential and business tax exemption. Be it resolved that the town council adopt a property tax low-income relief policy, business and property tax nonprofit organizations, and group exemption policy, doctors' property tax exemption, and young entrepreneurs' business application and business tax exemption as set out in the policy titled Residential Property Tax, Doctors' Property Tax, Young Entrepreneurs' Business Application and Business Tax, Business and Property Tax Nonprofit Organizations and Groups Exemption. Policy number F0009 for 2025.
Thank you. It's been moved by Counselor Winters that we move to accept policy F0009 for 2025, which is the residential property tax, doctor's property tax, young entrepreneurs, business application and business tax, business and property tax, and not-for-profit organizations and group exemption. May I have a seconder, please?
I'll second.
Counselor Compton Hobbs. Any discussion? With there being none, go to a vote. All those in favor, please indicate with aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, unanimous. Counselor Compton Hobbs, if you would. Next
Thank
one.
you, Deputy Mayor. The next one is recreational property tax rebate policy. Be it resolved that the town council adopt the recreational property tax rebate policy as set out in the policy titled Recreational Property Tax Rebate Policy, policy number F0010 for 2025.
It's been moved by Counselor Compton Hobbs that we move to accept policy F0010, recreational property tax rebate. May I have a seconder, please? Counselor Broomfield? Any discussion? With there being none, we'll move to vote. All those in favor, please indicate with aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it, unanimous. Counselor Pomeroy.
Thank you. Be it resolved, fire and emergency services rates. Be it resolved that the town council adopt the fire and emergency services rates as set out in policy F0030 for 2025.
Thank you. It's been moved by Counselor Pomeroy that we move to accept policy F0030, fire and emergency services rates as set out in policy F0030 for 2025. May I have a seconder, please? Counselor Rumbold. Any discussion? With there being none, all those in favor, please indicate with aye.
Aye.
Unanimous. Ayes have it. Is that all our,
Deputy Mayor, can I
Yes.
just say a word?
of course.
I just wanted to thank our CAO Nadine McCauley and our staff, DFO Mike, and all the staff, because Kathy's been involved with this too, our executive assistants, a lot of work, and it don't go unnoticed, and I just want to thank them because they spend a lot of extra time in this town hall preparing budgets, and we've witnessed that over and over again, so thank the staff for that.
Absolutely. Anything to bring forward before I move to close from anyone? To add? Anything else? Well, may I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Seconded by Councilor Rumbold. Thank you. Meeting adjourned.